Hello, my fellow YouTube viewers. It's been a while since I posted a blog, and I know that I made some big promises that I was going to start blogging about like the really important, awesome music that means a lot to me, the crazy historical stuff. However, I gotta say a couple of things. One, it's really, really hot. I live in a brick oven. I live in an apartment in Seattle that its windows are west-facing, the building, for the most part. Anything worth looking at is west-facing, and it's a brick. And the very long summer days here in Seattle, wow, it can really turn into a brick oven, a pizza oven in my home. And I honestly just have not had it in me when I come home. I might do a couple of chores, but for the most part, I've been a pretty lazy puddle. In fact, I've been reestablishing my love of backgammon and beer. Cold, wonderful beer. Alaskan Amber, I'm a huge fan. I was lucky. Alaskan Amber was on sale today down at the QFC, and I decided to get it. And I'm just about done with my second bottle in about 40 minutes, and that just means I'm gonna go to bed early. Let's be serious. I'm tired. The heat makes me tired. I don't like heat. I like the cold. I like to bundle up. I like sweaters. I like large hats. I like Yuvshenkas, gloves, long pants. This heat, the sun, the day star. I don't like it. I'm not into it. It gives you cancer. It makes you blind. Other people can deal with it if they want to. I don't. I should have the choice. Why shouldn't I have the choice? I have the choice to do just about anything. And, wow, I want to choose to, I don't know, be some sort of, like, clerical night dweller. I'd really get into that. Other than that, I kind of took it upon myself to do champagne truffles for Kelly and Kelly's wedding. The champagne truffles came out very good. I always plan in advance for a disaster, and I did like what I did like 165 truffles for like 35 people. I was just doing small boxes. I was doing boxes of 2 truffles each. So there were these little white There were these little white boxes with white tissue paper, like confetti on the inside. So when you open the box, the confetti was covering over the chocolates, and you had to part the confetti. So it was supposed to be like a couple in a nest. That was my kitschy thing that I was going for. In these little white boxes tied with little pink bows because the bride's dress was pink, and they came out really well. In fact, by the end of the wedding, by the end of the reception, rather, which is beautiful, Marcello's in Seattle, beautiful. What a charming restaurant. What wonderful food, what helpful staff. They're great. If you get the chance next time you're in Seattle, you go to Marcello's restaurant on Roosevelt, absolutely. I thumbs up that place to no end. Anyway, getting back to the story without my shameless plug for a restaurant I'm not even associated with. For real, I'm totally not associated with this restaurant. People were actually hoarding the boxes of chocolates by the end of the reception. People were leaving, people were on their way out and leaving with lots of extra chocolates. So I actually went to the restaurant with, I think, 51 boxes of chocolate, with 2 truffles each, and there were a lot left over. When I had dropped them, I dropped them off at the restaurant before the wedding even started, and I let the guy know, just go ahead and put 1 at each place setting, because it's a wedding favor. So he said, all right, not a problem. I went back to the restaurant, everything was done right, which was awesome. And not only were people eating those chocolates, but if you did the math, there's plenty of extra boxes left that I had originally assumed were going to go to the wedding party. However, the guests were hoarding them a lot. They were really into it. And I just noticed now that if I hold my head like this, it looks like I have a propeller on my head and I could fly away at any second. I'm not going to, but wouldn't that be fun? Alright, so seriously. Chocolates are working out. Chocolates, I'm good at them, or rather, at least I'm getting really good at them. It's a fickle, weird science, but when it starts to work right, it's just sort of like riding a bike. You know, there's this intellectual motor skill cherry that you pop, and then suddenly it all makes total sense. And I'm really happy about that. For those of you who know me, you know that my educational career has been tumultuous, to say the least. I have to say that most of my life is kind of based on a clerical error. And my most recent adventure with the education system here in Seattle has not been any different than how it's been in the past. The Art Institute of Seattle, I was getting multiple billing statements every month. Nobody knew why, and I decided I don't want to pay anything. If you don't know why I'm getting multiple billing statements, then I don't want to pay any one billing statement, because if I'm getting multiple ones, there's obviously one that's going to be wrong. And so I don't want to pay the wrong billing statement and risk having it not show up on my risk that it wasn't reflected on my billing statement. They were actually very cool with that. They understood. They said, I know, it's kind of crazy. Let's get this straightened out. My financial plan was based around, pretty much how much money I was willing to pay per quarter, and that dictated how many classes I was going to take per quarter, right? Sounds easy enough. However, by the second quarter, I was told that my financial planner was wrong. I was taking too many classes, and pretty much, X is how much more money I owe them, and I can't keep taking those classes, which was ridiculous to me. I don't know how you let it go on, for up to 3 quarters. I don't know how you let that happen. Other than that, at the Art Institute, I had to leave just before my first quarter exams, because I had a funeral that I needed to attend. I had to attend to my mother's death, and so I went to Michigan. I had let all of my instructors know exactly what I was doing, because I had to leave the next day, it was overnight that I had to go. And I let everybody know what was going on. They all said, don't worry about it, we'll take care of you, you just go do what you gotta do. And everybody was very sympathetic. So I was in Michigan for 2 weeks, going over, just everything that you have to go through. When I was in Michigan, it turned out that, and thank God Patrick was here to tell me, it turned out that because I didn't take my exams, I was academically discharged from the school, and because I was academically discharged from the school, I'd also lost my grant, the grant that I was on to go to school with. Wow, I actually got a grant. However, it was very quickly taken away, and I wasn't able to do anything with that. Anyway, my most recent adventure is that I'm a state employee. I work at the University of Washington. I get 6 free credits per quarter. And I was really excited about that. Wow, 6 free credits a quarter. It's taken me a few years to get off my lazy butt, but I decided I'm going to do this. So I started to look into it, and here's the issue. It was that in 2003... when I had originally tried to get into Seattle Central Community College because I wanted to start taking classes to eventually transfer to the University of Washington, I was labeled as a non-resident, which meant there was no way I could afford tuition. They wanted me to pay non-resident tuition, and I couldn't do it. Oh dear. YouTube only gives you 10 minutes. And I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna have to part 2 this. And hey, thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging.